All right, so we're home. Got the boat cleaned up, and I'm gonna be filleting these sheep's head. So I'm just gonna go over how I fillet these sheep's head. So here we go. Let me set this up to where y'all can see it pretty good. And how I do this. All right, so this guy's been on ice for a little bit. I'm gonna take one of my fillet knives here. This one's I got from KastKing. But what I like to do, he's a little frozen. Let's straighten him up a little bit. All right, so what I like to do is come up from the top and go in right here off to the side. You see how the skin comes out a little bit? I'll go right in there, right next to the bone, and I'll just go all the way down. If I can see that, and I'll make sure that I'm pushing and staying close to those bones, and just kind of tracing back, going back. Get to about right here, going straight down until we come out the bottom, and then I'm just making my way back to the tail, like that. Then I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Let me turn this guy around. So I'm lifting this up, and I'm kind of like pulling the skin out a little bit where I can get my knife down in there. Like that. And following it straight down. And then I'm going out the bottom. Just making sure I'm staying close to those bones, getting that meat, just like that. They have a really big rib cage here, so you won't get any meat off of that. So after I've done that, I'll flip this around, and I'll just go in right here, and I'll just cut all the way up to the head, staying close as I can, getting as much meat as I can. There's a lot of meat on the head, so I'll go all the way up. See this right there? See how far up I came? Look at his eyes right there. So I'm gonna do that on the other side now. Let's see if you can see this. Going in. Just work my way up, staying close, as close as I can, getting as much meat as I can. And that's it right there. Now, you know, their scales are like, I mean, they have a tough scale, so I'll go in right here. I'll go punch myself, or punch in like that, and follow it underneath this fin right here, like that. And then I'll trace this up and around. I'm trying to get that meat on that head. Like that. So let's do the other side. Get as close as I can, because I want to get as much meat as I can. Going around the fin there, coming down. So I'm following the head up, right above the eye, just like that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start cutting this down, going around that rib cage. Let's see, let's cut around that rib cage now. Just kind of place my knife down there and doing like little cuts, following that rib cage around. You won't get much meat at all off that rib cage, so I'm just staying close to those bones, slicing it off the bones. Following it down. That's what the fillet usually looks like. You have your upper part right here and your lower part right here. You don't have really anything in there for the rib cage. So that's what it's going to look like after you fillet it. I got a little bit of meat left on there, but I'm not worried about that. I mean, it's not really a lot. Whatever's on there, I can, like, I mean, really, I mean, I'll cut it off, but not much left on there. So let's do this side. Following this down, making my cuts around the head there. Get to that rib cage. Like I said, there's not a lot of meat on there, but you just gotta cut around it. Follow those bones down. That's probably the cut it like that. And see, that's the rib cage right here. There's nothing but bone right there. So I'm just kind of getting as close as I can, slicing that meat off, following it down, getting what meat I can. And that's what the fillet looks like. You can see here. Not too bad. Just that rib cage right there. I'm not gonna get too much meat right there, but that's it. That's how I do it. I'm gonna wash this off. Look at the scales. Yeah, I'm gonna fillet. Take the meat off now. So here's this guy. Rinse my knife off. It's coming down like that. Just going across, taking that meat off the skin. Staying as close as I can. come in, you'll still feel some bones in here. So a lot of times I'll just cut down like that. That's one fillet right there. That's your large fillet. Then you'll have another like small fillet. There's like a little bloodline right there. So I'll just cut the bloodline out and those bones out. You have a small fillet. That's it. So one for each side. That's how I'll do it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fillet the rest of these guys. And we're going to have a nice dinner. Alright? Thanks for watching.